Okay, today we're going to be putting in, oh come on you guys, shithead, leave baby alone. Jeez, what miserable dogs. Baby's going to thump you, he's going to sit on you. Move, come on, walk. Anyhow, we're putting in more solar panels. I know I've done a lot of more solar panel videos. This is going to be a ground mount. There's baby over there. There's shithead right there. And this is baby. Oh, did I say Sheldon? That's Sheldon. That is Sheldon. He's the one that starts with an S. And that's shithead. He's the one that starts with a turd. And this is baby. He's the one that's just a nuisance. This is a ground mount. That is what we did in the last video. I still need to get up here and tie those wires down. I already got the frame built. This is all Unirail. And 2-inch square tubing. It's down 34 inches. And that is, what is that stuff? That's 1/8 inch angle, 2-inch 1/8 inch angle. About a bag and a half of cement is what it took in each one. I just topped off all of these because there's about 6 inches, 6 inches off. So I just made some wet cement, some overly wet cement, I should say, and dumped it in here. On top, I still have a little bit of bolting to do. This is, I don't remember how long it is, pretty long, 126 inches, 129, 199, I don't remember. I'll have to add those two pieces to the end of this to make it the right length. So, it was fun. My drill over there is not a very long drill. I got it down as far as I could, then I had to post hole dig the rest out. I was going to cut them off, but like a friend of mine said, the more pole in the ground the better. So we got all the pole in the ground. But that's what I'm doing on this video. There's the others over there on top of that roof. You can see the back side of mine over there. I like these new mounts, that I bought. I might get some more and replace them all of the bolts that I have holding that down over there on that one. Debating on taking down the TV antenna because I decided to start streaming everything, and everything works on a stream fantastically. There's nothing I can't get on the stream that I could get with the antenna or with cable. So that works out pretty good. There's my windmill. These windmills prove that windmills are pretty much useless. They don't put out enough power to do any good at all. So all those millions of windmills you see all over the place, they're just a waste of money. So that's what I'm doing, is I am building more, putting in more solar panels. This will be 6 310 watt panels. I'm tangled up in dog. I don't have to chain up baby, but he'll run down the road and just kind of get down the road and wait for me, and I don't like that. He wants to go for a ride in the truck, is what he wants to do. So I'll drive down there in the truck, way down there, and he'll be sitting there waiting for me. Then he'll hop in the truck, and I'll drive him back. But it's more fun to make him walk, make him run, because he'll run after the truck. He'll chase the truck. But You can see my shooting range out here. Let's go over here. That's the, I think that one was 20 yards, 25 yards. And that one out there is 50 yards. And that one out there is 100 yards. So, pretty good little shooting range. There's my bench. Anyhow, I just thought that get started on this video. And we'll go from there. I'll be back. Okay, we're out here installing panels in the wind. These are the brackets I'm using for the ends. They work pretty good. These are the brackets that I'm using for the centers. They work really good. These are the bolts I'm using, the nuts. The way these work is they have this curved in them right here. Put that in like so, if it'll go, and turn it in the direction of the curve, like so. And you move that right up to the edge there, and that will come up just about exactly where the screw goes through, and everything will be clamped. We got 2 of them in. Got 4 more to go. So here we go. Well, let me walk around here real quick. These are the back ones, and I'm probably going to go ahead and put a screw in them, just for the hell of it, on both of them, on these down here. So that's what those look like when they're in. So back to work. You need this. So you'll know you need this little lip right here, because that pushes this surface against the panel and locks it in. So that's how that works. If you have it up here, then they tend to try and twist out really hard. But yeah, I'm going to put a screw in that and make sure it stays in. I'll be back. Well, there's 6 more panels. So that's them. They're all on there nice and lined up. So the next thing to do is wire them. That's going to be fun. And in the process of wiring, a mess, huh? It is, really. And I know it. We got the conduit run. Have to bury that. I need a couple more parts. At least a couple more parts. And we're going to go to Capitan and have some lunch for dinner or something. Something expensive. Probably. Gotta put this somewhere where it won't get lost. This is negative, positive. These two go together, but that one's broke. Negative, positive. Positive to negative. Positive. This one here will be hooked into the red wire. Been a long day. Those things are 65 pounds each. And I'm just a little 98-pound weakling. And I messed up my focus, didn't I? Anyhow, we'll be back. Yeah, I'm going to make some changes in here before I hook up the outside solar panel, the new solar panels. For this controller, I've got them hooked up in 2s. I got 8 of them hooked up in 2s. I'm going to go up on the roof. I got to disconnect all of this. I go up on the roof and change it to 4s. I don't have to disconnect all of this yet, but I am going to pull some of the wires out make it a little bit cleaner. I hope it makes it a little bit cleaner. So right now, let's get back to the PV. We've got 53 volts. Doubling this should bring it up over 100, which should give it a closer match to the panels that I'm installing in 3s out back. So those out back should put out about 100 set up in 3s, so everything will equalize. I don't know if it's really going to make any difference, but I'm going to give it a try. I think it's a good idea myself. So anyhow, I'll be back. Shush, Sheldon. Take your picture. Oh boy. I got this done. We're up to 124 volts on that one. And 95 on that one. So that'll get this one a lot closer to the output of the new panels. I just feel more comfortable. I don't know why, but I do. Okay. How do I stop this thing? Okay, they're all hooked up and working. I need to straighten up the wiring out here a little bit. You can see that just by looking at it. And I need to replace this one with a 8 gauge wire. So I didn't heat shrink down there yet. It's not going to short out or anything. Yeah, I just need to straighten out the wires and we'll be okay. It's going positive, negative, positive, negative, positive to the splitter. And this negative is going to this splitter. And the same thing down here. So it's all hooked up and working. We'll go in and take a look at it here in a few minutes. I did notice about a 6 amp increase. You can see it's plenty cloudy. I'm driving my ground rod. It's going in pretty easy. Let me get it down there. I was going to put it in more towards the center, but I forgot. Got halfway done with it and forgot. Got all the panels up there and forgot. And I'm not going to take the panels back in to put in the ground rod. So that's where I'm at right now. I'll be back. Okay, so I still have a lot of a mess to clean up. I turned the fan off so I could hear. This is the one that I plugged it into. It's coming in over here, these two. And I had to use junction blocks up there. I used fuses in order to get it down. Because, believe it or not, out of 100 feet of wire, I was 6 inches short. So, right now, this one here is got 108 volts. This one, whoops, passed it, has 96 volts. It has 3.1 amps outside and 5.3 going to the batteries. Let's cruise on around here on this one. Currently not 8 volts there, 3.9 amps and 53 volts and 6.2 going to the batteries. So we're charging still at 8.3 volts and we're using 5.2 volts. This aisle here, this group, is what's going on right now. So the house is using about 5 volts. If I turn the lights off, it came down. So for now, sorry, I accidentally turned the camera off somehow. I just turn it back on here again. I gotta clean some of this up anyhow. Well, I made a mess today. Big mess. So, we're done with that. It's not completely done. I still have to replace a wire outside. And I need to clean some of this up. Need to get this fastened up where it's supposed to be. I did take some wires out of there today. It'd be nice if I could get rid of this rat's nest here, but it's not going to happen. I don't want to take the ceiling down to replace all that. Just replace it with 8 gauge and then branch it off. But oh well. So we're still charging just a little bit, not too bad. I don't think we got a full charge because I had the 8 of the solar panels up on the roof disconnected, so we did not get a full charge. And on this, it even says there, I don't know if you can see it or not, but we didn't get a full charge. See what it's going to do tomorrow. I'm anxious to see what it's going to do tomorrow. I'll probably have to put some panels on a switch. I might put them all on a switch. So, and the new ones out there, I'll put them all on a switch. Anyhow, you all have a good one. I'm going to go ahead and publish this. Share it with your friends. No trolls, please. Share it with your friends and subscribe. I really need more subscribers. I've been hovering at about 518 for a long time. Alright, bye. Okay, I'm gonna do one more thing on this video real quick. We have noticed that, well, I can really feel and hear that fan outside, that windmill. I'm gonna take that thing down. But anyhow, we have noticed that when the batteries are completely charged, this controller will shut off. And that's exactly what it's supposed to do. It's never done that before. So right now it's charging at 9 amps. Well, I'm sorry, that's the PV amperage. Okay, it's charging at 16.9 amps. And this one is charging at 0.8 amps. So the batteries are very close to being fully charged, and it's cloudy outside. So that's the way it's supposed to work. We made some changes in here because of ventilation. With the batteries getting more charge, they would produce more gases. So we changed the ventilation. I tried 12 volt, but it was too noisy. So what I did was I took out the timer that was right here and put in a speed controller. It's set at about 8 volts, 8 or 9 volts, and I can turn the fan up and down. It's off right now, so now I can hear. But you can also hear that windmill outside. And I'm tired of that. I'm going to make some changes on that windmill. So, I'll turn that back up a little bit. That's what I had to do. I have had a couple of people that were concerned about gases in here, and it's a nuclear bomb and all this other stuff, and it's not. It really is not. You cannot smell it. We've never had an issue with smelling it. We've always had good ventilation in here. These doors are porous. I'm probably going to add a vent down there to help get some air in. It is actually porous enough that our liquid stuff over there has frozen. We have had frozen canned goods because it gets that cold back here. The house itself, there's a firewall between the house and this room. Anyhow, yeah, you do have to be concerned. You do have to have a lot of ventilation when you're using lead acid batteries, and we do. I'm not worried about it. We remarked all of the controllers. This is 6415 EP Ever. 6415, these were 4210s, and this is a 4210s. And we marked on them what a total of our panels are what the rated input is and the rated output so that I can look at it at a glance. So we're below the rated input on this by about 300 watts. No, more than that, about 700 watts. And this one here at a glance by about 210 watts. This one over here says the rated input is 780 and we're at 620. But this one says the rated input is 780 and we're at 1060. So it's okay with that one because we have panels on either end of the house which never see sunlight at the same time. So that's okay. What else? Basically all I wanted to talk about here was the ventilation, and I'm just not worried about it. We were considering putting a dryer back here, but decided that that was a bad idea because dryers can cause a problem. So we're not going to do that. We'll have to build on and add a washer room. But that is down the road a little ways. One of the things that our goal here is we want to be able to put in a mini split, and we now have more than enough power to put in a mini split. We've noticed that when this one here, I experimented with it, when this one shuts down, it may have shut down now. No, it's still charging. When this one shuts down, I can go in and turn on in the kitchen and turn on the air fryer, and this one will start charging again. So that's what we want. We want the solar panels to run the equipment, not the batteries. At night, these have not been dropping below about 14.9 or 15 volts. So we're living off the surface charge on these batteries, and that's a good thing. Another thing that I've noticed is at night, we had a half moon the other night. I was getting 0.22 amps of charge off a half moon, and that's a good thing. So this is the 12 volt wind generator, and it is pumping out some energy right now. They've got 2.19 going into the 12 volt system, and over here this is the 48 volt, and it's got 2.5 amps going into the 48 volt system. They're both pretty unreliable. Actually, the 12 volt system is a little bit more reliable than the 48 volt system, but it's connected to the house up there, and you can hear the noise that it makes. You can't really hear it inside the house, but you can hear it in the room, and you can feel it in the walls. So I'm going to turn my fan back up here, and we'll be back at it. I do need to clean up some wires. I was going to tie those together and stuff like that. We talked a little bit about getting rid of some of that, because I would like to get rid of some of that. And what I could do theoretically, see, most of that is to charge chargers, 12 volt chargers in the house, and cigarette lighter plugs, because the house was originally designed to be a 12 volt house. Everything was supposed to be 12 volt. But unfortunately, you can't get a lot of 12 volt good stuff like microwaves, ceiling fans, and all that other crapola. So we ended up going with 110. But what I could do is replace all of those chargers out there, or most of them, because we only use like 2 of them ever. We could replace them, and then I could cut some of this out. I could replace them with 110 volt plugs, because they're in the same outlet. I don't have one in here to show you, but like that one up there is for cameras, and it wouldn't be too hard to convert them over to 110 and just use wall warts. So anyhow, that's where we're at. I'm going to end this video this time. I am not going to start anymore. I thought I lost the whole video, but it came back. I can make it prettier too by just taking this off and this off, because I don't need either one. I could do that. But anyhow, oh hush. I'm gonna go because the dogs are barking at me. Y'all have fun out there. Bye.